Okay, this is the assignment for your line, color, and value project. Our first type of drawing is the simple contour drawing. You see we have one over here on the screen. The contour drawing outlines the object and includes some inside areas, some lines to give us more information. So some detailed lines on the inside outlines a very simple contour drawing. This one has a little bit of lines here to show some shadows in this part of this mixer. This is our very first contour drawing. Let's look at some other examples of the contour drawings. Okay, this one again, we have the outline of the head and then some identifying information to define the object. Of course, here a portrait. We have the outline, just the contour lines of the eyes, the nose, and clearly some facial hair is indicated as well. Our simple contour lines. You can see this crushed soda cans. For your contour line drawings, you should have several different objects. Just do this very loosely. These should only take a few minutes each to complete. You can use pencil, use nice drawing paper, pencils, different hardness pencils. You can use charcoal, color pencils. Experiment with your various media. Here's another one of shoes, contour drawing of sandals. Again, you have the simple outline shape and the detail inside. So you see again the outline and some of the defining lines inside. We've got the knuckles and the fingernails indicated in that contour line drawing. And back to our mixer. The next that you will do is the blind contour. Now the blind contour drawing is similar to the contour. For this one, of course, for the contour drawing, you were looking at your paper, looking at your object. In this case, we'll say the object is the bag. So looking at the object, looking at my paper, drawing the objects, following the lines with my eyes and copying on the paper with my pencil, my charcoal. For the blind contour, you look only at the object. You can glance at the paper sometimes, but the idea is to look at the object and feel those lines with the eyes and follow what your eyes see with your hands, not looking at your drawing, just once in a while for reference. Don't be afraid that it comes out looking sort of gestural. Don't be afraid of this kind of result. That's really what's characteristic of a blind contour drawing. You can keep that camera on the drawing. Let me show you some other blind contour drawings. Okay, there's another portrait, blind contour. They come out really interesting. Have fun with this. Loosen up, relax. You allow yourself to be quite gestural. So here's a couple blind contour drawings. This was in one of the drawing classes. I was posing, so this is me. And you can kind of recognize that's me. And then a student here posing, and the student just used some color gesturally to sort of add a little bit of interest to this. So it's okay to experiment. Please feel free to have fun with these. Our blind contour drawings, and just one more example for that. You can see this. These almost look like aliens, and these are chairs, these plastic patio-type chairs. So don't be afraid of how it looks. This is the idea, is that your eyes are studying the object before you. Your hand is just following on your drawing paper with your pencil, charcoal, whatever drawing tool you're using. So we have our simple contour, then we have our blind contour. Part of this assignment includes the hatching. Now the hatching is done to build up values in particular areas in the pictures. So you were required to do some hatching drawings as well. These should be of different objects. Don't do all your drawings of one bag of the same objects. Play with different objects. In this hatching drawing, you can see the student has done the contour, and then again some of these inside details. And then they added this hatching, this drawing lines in one direction, cross-hatching is coming around in another direction, and this creates value. Now we have a light source. We have light on these grapes and shadows in different areas. So this is the cross-hatching. Now I'll go through other examples, a few more of the cross-hatching. The coffee mug, very simple. You've got the contour drawing and then back and forth lines creating those values. With the cross-hatching, you can really see the cross-hatching in that simple profile portrait. And the stone again, or an egg. the cross-hatching. So we saw the contour, the blind contour, and hatching or cross-hatching. Hatching would be in one direction, cross-hatching makes it even darker, coming back in another direction. The cross-contour is really a lot of fun, and it even more fully defines an object, sort of creates a sculptural appearance, creates mass to the object. So this is sometimes called contour hatching or cross contour. We have the contour drawing of the hand, some fingernails indicate it, and now the student has come in and drawn these round lines to create this mass. The hand starts to appear rounded. Each finger appears rounded. So this is your contour, cross contour, or contour hatching. You can see it's a ball, not just a flat piece of cardboard held in the hand, but it starts to look round just because of the way those lines move. Let me show you a few more examples of that contour drawing. This would work really well on a round object. If you have a little Barbie doll or some kind of doll and you use it, it's best to remove its clothes and just show the figure of that doll. Here you can see a stick. Anything round works really well with this cross contour or contour hatching assignment. And there you see the torso. And you can really create the mass in this object with the direction of the lines. The more rounded this is, the farther I curve these down, the more bulbous this belly, fatter this belly will appear. If these lines are straight, the belly appears firmer and smaller. You can create the muscle, the appearance of muscles, just with the way that you form your cross contour or your contour hatching lines. So those are the four contour drawings. You've got the contour, the blind contour, where you're looking at the object. You have the hatching and cross hatching, and then your cross contour lines. That's the first part of the assignment.